What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Johnny Rastafari and all aboard! Chugga 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 choo choo! We on the road to Varanasi, baby, and today we're reviewing S.S. Rajamouli very first film, 2001, Student Number 1. And this is a spoiler review. Just letting you know that. This movie came out over 20 years ago. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Okay, I'm gonna start by saying this first. Now, I've been looking for this film for like the past 10 to 14 days. And I have found it. But could never found English subtitle. Now, I only watch my foreign movies in its foreign language, but I still need my English subtitle so I can know what's going on. I could never find the movie English subtitled. I don't know if there's a version out there. If there is, let me know. But I'm letting y'all know before I dig into this movie, I watched this movie with no subtitles, all in this regular language, Telugu, and I just had to figure out what was going on. So this review is all about what I think happened. I could be completely wrong, or I could be completely right, and I'm bilingual. Well, rather if I'm right or wrong, let me know down in the comments down below what you think. And if I'm wrong, let me know. And if I'm right, let me know. But anyways, this take place with our MC. Our MC, I believe his name was Aditya. And from what I believe, something that happened to him, and he had to go to college for whatever reason. Okay, so the movie take place with this man running in the street, going to this college, and I believe it's either a law school or medical school. I believe so. And there's sometimes when they speak, they say some English words when they speaking. I noticed that. And they just need to say one or two words, and like I guess it's not a word in their language, so they have to say it in English, and that's why I kind of got what was going on. But anyway, I believe he either went to a law school or a medical school. And he really wanted to go to school. He wanted to be this top student. Now, throughout this movie, he's very timid. And I know there was a reason why he was like very timid and shy. I know he was hiding something, but we're going to get that later. But yeah, I guess he was kind of like masking who he was or whatever. And he met this woman. And this woman in the movie, what was her name? I think her name was Angeli. Either Angeli or Angeli. Beautiful woman, by the way. He met this woman at the school that's going to the same school with him, and obviously they hit off. They started talking, and they basically hit off, you know. And in this movie, there's this guy, I don't even know his name. There's this guy, and he got this motley crew with him. And I swear, they do the most stupidest pranks. The most dumbest, obviously, bullying tactics. And I'm watching this movie, and sometimes I was like, yo, is they in college? And I kid you not. You would think they in middle school still. Like, some of the stuff was going on was like middle schoolish style of bullying. Like, I really wasn't feeling that too much. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I guess that's one of the small gripes that, you know, that wasn't really hitting me with this movie. And another thing about this movie is definitely a prime example of product of its time. Now, when I say that, what do I mean? Now, when you going back and watching these older films that's like 20, even 15, 10, even sometimes 5 years ago, because society changes within 5 years. Society is completely different than what it is prior. 2020, we was living in a completely different world. As y'all already know what happened in 2020. Not even gonna remind y'all of that. But today in 2025 is different than what it was in 2020. We know this. So imagine a movie that came out in 2001, how it is today in 2025. So obviously, like, you know, watching this film, obviously it hit at some like stuff that only if you was around in India at that time in 2001, you will understand. And yeah, and another thing with this movie, the tone was kind of like all over the place. Like, it's like the movie didn't know if it wanted to be a rom-com, an action flick. Oh, we're going to get to the action. That's one thing I love about this movie. Or a music video. I swear, there was so much music and dance, and I thought I was watching a musical. And the funny thing about it was when it got into the music and dance routine, after the music and dance routine, it basically cut and it went back where the scene left off before it got to the dance routine. So obviously in this movie, it's like they like in a different world every time a musical dance routine number happened. And looking back from, you know, as I stated before we got on this Road to Varanasi, I watched S.S. Rajamouli his last three films, which is both Bahablis and RRR. And seeing like what he had became as now, for what he came from, wow. That made me respect this director even more, because for his debut film, from this movie that I just seen to what he ended up to where he's going to be today, that is what you call growth. That is what you call, in America, we call a glow up. S.S. Rajamouli definitely glow up in the past 24 years. But the things that I see that work with him well in this movie, me personally, was, in my opinion, was the music and the action. That was my favorite thing from this movie. The dialogue, I can't cap to you. It was kind of cheesy. But what can you say? It's 2001. People, from what I can remember from 2001, I was really young in 2001. Now, I'm not that young. I'm not saying that I'm a 20-year-old bumpkin, because I ain't. But in 2000, I remember 2001 pretty well. I was like 6 or 7 years old, but you know, when you that young, you still kind of oblivious to things that going on around you. I was aware, but still kind of oblivious. And to be honest, I don't know how cheesy people was. I know I was cheesy. I know I was a cheesy kid. But hey, what kid at 6, 7 years old ain't? But yeah, like I said, this movie is a big product of its time. And that's not a bad thing, because I did some research on this film. Prior to this film coming out, this was the most successful Telugu language film at that time, of all time. Like, the budget that they put into this movie, I believe they made like 4 or 5 times the money back. And so that was a big success for S.S. Rajamouli. That probably made him believe that he can do these things. And another thing with this movie, I did mention the tone. The tone of this movie was kind of like all over the place. I did mention that. And like I said, they didn't know. Me personally, I got the vibe that he didn't know what type of film he want to make. So basically, he just throwing everything at the kitchen sink and just seeing what stick. And there's a few things that stick, and a lot of things, to me personally, didn't. All right, the female character. What's her name? Angeli. Oh my God. This woman, the way she acted in this movie was borderline hilarious. The way she just walked, every time she walked, like she's the most beautiful. I mean, she is beautiful, gorgeous. I swear, the Middle Eastern woman is the most beautiful woman, I think, on the face of the earth. Gorgeous woman. But when she walking through every scene, she walking like she miss hot stuff. Everything stop around her. I mean, people is flaunting over this woman. And Some of the scenes are so cheesy and so cringe that it's not bad. It will make you laugh. It's not like the cringe that you be like, it's not that type of cringe like, oh no, I don't want to see this. It's the type of cringe you be like, what? Like, if you ever seen the scary movies from back in the 90s and early 2000s, it's like that. It's like that hilariously cringe. That's what this was. But hey, okay, now let's get back to the movie. Okay, after basically he got into the school and fell for this woman, obviously there's this guy that I told y'all, like this bully on the block. He's jealous. So he trying to do things to like basically cop block. In America, we call it cop blocking. Now, cop blocking, I shouldn't even have to explain what cop blocking is. But cop blocking is basically when you're trying to holler at a shorty or a guy, you know, whatever, and this other person basically interfering. Cop blocking. For my people that's, you know, across the country that, you know, not getting my American slang, that's what cop blocking is. But anyway, this guy, he's cop blocking like heavy. And one of the funnier scenes is in the cafeteria, and he basically want him to dance. And obviously, this guy don't want to show them that he can dance, and he's very choreographer because he's putting on this act as a timid guy. And it happened. He's shown them that he's a talented guy. He's not this quiet, timid guy. Now he's the most popular guy in the school. So, okay, long story short, let's fast forward. Some people, some thugs had came and kidnapped this woman. The woman that our main character, what's his name is, Aditya, had fallen in love with, Angeli. They kidnapped her and trying to, I'm gonna say this because I don't want to get blocked by YouTube. The fruits, grape. Yes, you get what they trying to do that to her. Yeah. And he went to save him, but then when he went to try to save her, he having this PTSD, I believe. Now, like I say, I'm not watching this movie with English subtitles. No subtitles whatsoever. This movie is only speaking in Telugu, so I'm basically just trying to figure out what's going on. So I believe he was having flashbacks. And in these flashbacks, it's showing this guy is a martial artist out of this world, kicking butts and taking names, whipping people's tail. And obviously, he don't want to go back to that. Come to find out is because he was like on a plea deal. And he was already in jail, I guess, for murdering someone. I think that's what happened. I was like, oh my goodness. So he went to school that was like a part of his plea deal, I believe. Like I said, I could be wrong. That was a part of his plea deal to go to the school, get a lawyer or a medical degree or whatever, and try to basically rehabilitate. Because in this school, there's a lot of like bad people in this school or whatever. And he had, like, I think, and he had to like help rehabilitate these students. You trying to get someone that's in jail for murder to rehabilitate? Like, yeah, as you can see, this story, now that I'm speaking it out loud, this story is kind of like all over the place. But as you can tell, I did enjoy the film. I'm sorry, but just thinking about it and the scene going back in my head is mad hilarious. And yeah, so they kidnapped this woman and he just snapped. He said, you know what, forget this. So if he don't go after this woman and save her, she gonna die. So he went after and saved this woman, and something happened with this guy. Basically, he fall on a rock. The guy had died. And now our MC, our main character, he's terrified, like, damn, I just killed somebody by accident. Now they're going to throw me back into jail. So before he went to jail, he went to his parents' house, I believe. Yes, I believe that's his parent. And he spoke to his parents and told them what happened. His dad slapped the brown skin off of him. Bah! And I believe he cussed him out. And And his dad basically disowned him, like, get out of, like, you not my son, da da da. I think that's what he said. Get out of here. Turn yourself in. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. So he went to jail, turned himself in, told him it was an accident or whatever. Bada bing, bada boom. They locked my man up. So now, this movie went from a rom-com to action comedy to a musical, and then now we dun 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 dun. Bruh, the movie turned into Law and Order. The movie did turn into Law and Order. I told you this movie got so many tones. Hey, S.S. Rajamouli, usually becoming one of my favorite film directors. I love your films, your later films, because I only seen the last 3. Want to love them, but man, I can tell this was a rookie at work, and that's completely fine. We all gotta start somewhere, and that's how he started. And man, I believe somehow he won the court case because one of the politicians was corrupted. So one of the politicians, I believe now, like I said, I don't know what's going on. I'm watching this movie in Telugu language, guessing what I think is going on. So that tell you what my ride was for this movie. So I come to find out that this politician, I believe he's corrupted. And our main character, Aditya, found out and basically, beat his crew. Come to find out his crew orchestrated the whole thing with this woman or whatever, I think. And he found out that, the politician was setting everything up. And so he beat the guy up and his crew, da-da-da. Then the cops came and arrest the corrupted politician. And yeah, and I believe our main character got off because, he basically helped put a corrupted man behind bars, and he went back to school and got either his law degree or his medical degree. He got his degree. Congratulations, Aditya. You got your degree. And he went and delivered to his father, and his father was proud. And that's basically our movie. Okay, rating this movie. This movie went all over the place. But like I said, there was a few things that I really liked in this movie. The action, really good. The music scenes, really good. I like the music scenes. And I think that was basically all that I love for this movie. I'm not saying this was a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. But I can't lie to you and say, this is my opinion, that it's the greatest movie. But hey, man, that's why we on this journey, man. We see how S.S. Rajamouli developed throughout time. And that's what makes this fun, because seeing where he started at to where he's at now, man, I can't wait to keep going up to that mountaintop to see the progression of this artist that I'm becoming a huge fan of. So when it comes to rating of this movie, I gotta give it a 6.5 out of 10. That's a passing grade to me. Anything like a 5 is average. Anything below a 5 is failing. But then when you get above a 6, you pass. That's how I scale things. I know everybody's scaling is different, but that's how Johnny Rastafari do it. But yeah, man, that's my spoiler review of Student Number 1. And the next movie coming up next, I believe, is Chat Rapati. I know I probably said that wrong. Let me try it again. Chat Rapatui. But that's the next movie. The next movie on our Road to Varanasi is that film. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys riding with me with this long journey on the Road to Varanasi. But if you like what you saw here, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I have more to y'all. And yeah, man, that's my spoiler review on Student Number 1. Peace. As I always say, one love, one heart, one mind. Rastafari. Chadaratui, you next on the road to Varanasi, baby.